That's dope. That's dope.
That's dope. What's up, everybody? I am Scott Melker, also known as the Wolf of All Streets, and how you like my intro music. I made that song. It is Wednesday, February 24th at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I got a big old thing on my forehead. Just notice that. I'm 44 years old, and apparently I've just entered puberty, which is really nice. Hope you guys are all doing well. You're not crying like little girls like everybody was yesterday. Not you guys. You guys would never do that because you hang out with me, and you hang out with people who are adults and have their emotions under control and don't cry and fold every time Bitcoin moves like 5%. Because you have the constitution of a trader and not of someone who whines and cries about the money they lost. And did you really lose money anyways? Right? I think all of us are down quite a bit from our portfolio all-time high of like, I don't know, 4 or 5 days ago. Yeah. But you're also probably up a few 100% this year. Like, if you were up 500 grand on the year and now you have $400,000, in my opinion, you are up $400,000 and you are not down $100,000. But I hear everybody bitching about it on Twitter. I lost so much money. I'm down, whatever. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Because the implication is that you would have sold everything you have at the exact top to take perfect profit. By the way, that doesn't account for taxes. And then when price dropped, you would have magically been the dude who is the Giga Chad bottom barrel buyer, gets it at the lowest price because you're so awesome. That is not you. I know it's not you because it's not anybody. Nobody sells the dead top, buys the bottom, pays taxes on what they did, except for apparently this guy. This guy did that. That's what he did. Probably actually a picture of him too. Probably him. You did that. Congratulations. You won't do it next time. I bet a lot of money on that. But anyways, don't worry about what you've theoretically lost. The market always goes back up. It's what it does. Markets go up. It's what they do. He's trolling me and he appreciates me. Yeah, I know you're trolling me. You're not that guy. Max Payne. Max Payne experiences Max Payne. He doesn't distribute Max Payne. Anywho, we are here to talk about a million charts. You guys are going to spam the comments like crazy, insane people, but I'm not going to listen to your chart requests and cash tags because these requests here are for my paid subscribers, the amazing people that trust me with $15 of their hard-earned money each and every month to receive all of my infinite wisdom on a daily basis. I do not have infinite wisdom, but I do send a newsletter 5 days a week. If you want to join it, it's in the description, but here's what it looks like. There's a free version too. Free version going out tomorrow. Everybody should sign up tomorrow. Free newsletter. Free. F-R-E-E. Free. Members, $15 a month. You can sign up. You guys, actually, I'm happy. Maybe because it's the market's down a little bit. You did not hit me with 75,000.9 charts to look at today. I do have to notice that I tried to pull up one of the charts, AKT, and I could not find it. On chart X, it didn't work. Didn't work on TradingView. So I'm sorry. You are going to have fun staying slightly less informed on the AKT chart. All right, people. I think it is now time to start looking at charts. First chart we got here. Oh, this person. Yeah, there's room for all of us. You should love everybody, your neighbors, even the ones who can't spell, like Florida State fans. We used to call you Seminoles the Seaman Holes. Florida State Seaman Holes, best clown school in America. That's actually true. They have an amazing circus college Clown school. Now I'm going to look. 1 inch. I can't stop making dick jokes when I open this. So stupid to name something 1 inch. Literally nobody wants anything that's 1 inch. I would have named it 17 inches, 9 inches. Name it average, 5.5 to 6 inches. Every time you request this, I can't help myself. Anyways, we drew this last time. Have this big ascending wedge. It's still in it. Kind of broke support here, but the real support is right there, and I actually like that. So here, let's get rid of this demand zone because we can go back and change our bias. It's not like you guys saw me do that. If I was charting this fresh today, I would have drawn that and said we have a massive bullish SFP. Tons of liquidity below this huge swing low. So as long as we're above this line, this looks pretty good. But ultimately, you want to see a break of this line and above. Here on the 4 hour, you have the 50 MA crossing the 200 bearishly. It's called a death cross. It means that you are actually a dead person. And maybe on your grave, they put a cross. Oh, Christian. But with the 50 crossing down the 200, not a big concern, but you do want to be back above that. It has been struggling. Right? Get on your knees and then start juggling. That's from a Snoop song. It's actually Snoop and Nate Dogg and Warren G. Ain't no fun. If the homies can't have none. Yeah, you want to be back above that. So for me, like, yeah, you can catch this knife here. Not bad if you caught it there, but I want to break up above this and head upward. So I don't see anything really different. I think that line was that we drew last time, kind of like that. It's perfectly fine. All those candles closed above it. Still finding support. I want to break up here. It's like 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inches, 4 inches, 3.5 inches, 6 inches. Stupidest name for a company in the history of stupid names of companies. 1 inch. Okay, this is pretty simple. ADA, really bullish. This is the weekly, huh? Dang. Well, if you're a high time frame trader, you want this, right? This is probably the most key. I don't know why I just stuck to that resistance on the whole chart here, right? I mean, this is like all the movement down. That was sort of the last major resistance. Yeah. I mean, ADA looks banana balls here, to be honest. But this is a weekly, so technically you want to wait for the week to close and then come back down and test it. Let's zoom in un poquito. Well, ADA already did the thing I said it was going to do, which was this thing, but now you got to draw some new things. Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty juicy. You want to see it above that. So if you're not waiting for that drop down and you've zoomed in a little bit, just a little bit, just tip, just the 1 inch tip, you're looking for something like that. So you want to close above with a really weird question mark and then come down, buy it in here, maybe here, doesn't matter. Depends on your risk tolerance and your strategy and whatever. I'm curious to look and see if this has made any bear divs up here, because I would bet it has. Yeah, right there. Right about there, right there. Don't need it right there. Bear div, but then you got a hidden bull div right here. Bear div, no longer of concern. You are free to diverge, to converge, now that you have diverged. It's fine. ADA looks great. Charles Hoskinson is euphoric in a corner somewhere with his self. ALGO USDT tether pairs. Well, it didn't get there yet. Man, that was close. And I was saying that this was the entry last time. So that might have been it. Could have gotten front run. I always say a line ain't a line. It's an area. It's a zone. I'm just going to come over and make sure everything's working here. It's an area, zone, zone area. Someone was saying I missed AQT. I think I addressed that. If you were going to do this from a supply and demand perspective, right? This would be your candle before that move up. You could draw it here too. But hey, and look at that. Precise. Although technically it's not really that precise. It's accurate. Precise is what a, whatever. One shot, not precise, precision. If you want to be really safe, you draw one of these and you trade it when it breaks. This was your first entry. Now you're kind of floating between potential entries. So you want this one above here. Bro, I'm down like $400,000 if I just sold everything exactly on Saturday at 7:57 p.m. I'm such an idiot. Bro, imagine if investors tried to sell every single time something was up and buy it again when it was down. You'd be broke. Algo, yeah, looks kind of good. Above that, want to break here. But in general, I mean, look, this pattern has not stopped. Just higher highs and higher lows all the way going up. Very bullish market structure. It's tight. Atom, cosmos, spaceships, and black holes. I don't know, man. This was the trade we had on it in the newsletter. Here and above this. Break out of that, above that. There was the retest right there. So now I don't know. Kind of looks a little head and shoulders-y, but I wouldn't really worry about that. Well, that would be like this, but it hasn't broken down. It totally faked below it to be TBH. But this is a tough chart, man. This is bouncing between these areas right now, I would say. I don't even like that line. That line's fine, but probably do like this, get a better picture. Like this. And go a little something like this. Hit it. I mean, it's bullish. Low, high, low, high, low, high, low. I mean, all these look pretty good. I think we're going to see some super sweet alt action when all this correcting is done. Yeah, I do. I do think that. But I can't see a reason to enter this like right here between these areas. This was a good entry, right? These were your entries. In theory, you know, your resistance is here. So if you're really patient, you want to wait. It's another one of these, man. I know I keep drawing the same thing, but it's just how you do it. It's just how you do it. So you want to trade buy here or you want to buy here? Right? Adam? Wish I had more insight there. Badger. Bitcoin. Badger. Told you, man. This is like, if ever I had a missed opportunity on a trade, Dave told me the day this launched, it was going to be huge. Did I go buy it? No, I did not. But right now it doesn't look super ideal here against Bitcoin because it's being rejected at the EQ sort of this channel. I don't know. It's got a death cross here. That 200 though only just arrived, and you're below this key thing hang here. I want to trade this above this line. It did bounce in a really good spot here. Great. That support and that support. But yeah, you want to at least be above here. Like there's a couple ways to play it, right? Either you play it down in here if it comes down, or you take it like here where it's testing both of these areas as support, the EQ of that channel and this horizontal line. This is your first target. And then you want the breakout retest here. Boom, consolidate here, take the breakout, you keep going up. I mean, Badger's got a lot of hype. I'm sure it'll do fine. Of course, this is the chart against Bitcoin. I don't know how many people are trading Badger against Bitcoin. Tell me, bro. I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of how I view Badger. Still, this is the key resistance. Regardless of how you draw it, you need to get above this resistance if you're a pattern trader like that. But descending pattern should break up, right? Should break up, right? I'm coming back to your comments for un poquito momento. Watch this. You guys don't like when I drink stuff. People are opposed. Someone said Woo Trade is mooning. That's hard to hear. I also met with them very early and chose to pass on investing in that. Hadn't heard the name in a long time, so yeah, I couldn't find AKT. It does not exist in TradingView, and it was not existing on ChartX. Doesn't exist. I couldn't find it. If you can somehow find it, you know, whatever. EPMT or Eric B. and Rakim, that's a stupid question. Rakim is probably the greatest rapper of all time. Therefore, Eric B. and Rakim. I don't even think it's close. The only thing that's close about it is they both start with E's and they're from the same era. Come on, son. This person likes repeating himself. I'd like you to know that. Guys, I didn't choose these. These are requests for my paid subscribers. I did not choose them. Do not hold it against me because the one coin that you care about so deeply in the world is not included. I love eGold. I think it'll go up. It's whatever. Nas is amazing. I don't know if you mean the coin or the rapper. I'm talking about the rapper. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. BNT Bancor. I said this looked good, and it did, apparently. Make a bigly, hugely, move leaves. If we remove the fibs, now that I have showed you my fibs, got an impending bullish cross. It'll take many days to get there if it does, 50 of 200. But we have this macro breakout move above the 200. So now, once again, ladies and gentlemen, same thing on every, you see it on so many. You need to be above here. You don't buy here because your upside is to here if it gets rejected. Right? Yeah, like, in fact, I would never do it. I'm not saying to short. By any stretch, I would not short this. It's not what I'm saying. I think it looks good. But if you were, like, if you were a person who's looking to short things, you short resistance. That's your position, actually, all the way down to probably here. Maybe we'll call it here because there's demand, right? If you buy here and it gets rejected, this is your, that didn't work. This is your target and your downside is all this. Congratulations. You have a risk reward ratio of 0.1 and are bad at trading. I'm not saying Bancor looks bad. It looks great, but this is not where you buy it. You don't buy something at resistance. Wait till it breaks. Catch it as support if you can. Catch me if you can. That movie is pretty good. It's fine. It's not even that great, honestly. It's fine. Here and here, you're ranging between them. I don't see a reason to grab it at the current price. Bondly, Logan Paul, NFTs, fighting, YouTube. Logan Paul likes Bondly. So do I. I have a lot of it, to be honest. TBH, I participated in the pre-sale of this because apparently if you have a lot of Twitter followers, people want you to invest in things. I'm lucky. I'm not lying about it. I'm lucky. I do not deny it. However, on many of these, I'm just like you guys, fighting to get in. I tried to get in. I was supposed to be whitelisted on Superfarm. I tried. I got locked out, and that shit mooned, and I missed it completely. I am not a super farmer. Having fun staying super poor. I bought a real farm, so there's that. It's not really I mean, I guess it could be a farm. It's a tree farm. It was a tree farm. You've got cows. Our future neighbors just built a stable and horses, got some donkeys. What? We're trying to sort this out. Why do you buy a donkey? You can't milk it. I mean, you could. You can't drink its milk. They're loud. Sound like they're being beaten all the time. Is it so that your horse has a friend? I would say that that's like a pretty stupid justification for doing something, but that's honestly why most people have second children, is so that their first child can have a friend. Yeah, this person. You get a donkey to make it, well, it didn't come up, wrong one. You get a donkey to make a mule and you end up a jackass. Chihuahua Sanctuary. This is what I'm going to do. Donkeys are wonderful. When I was a kid, there was, later in life, the Missy Elliott years, they called it a badunkadunk, like a girl with junk in the trunk, but we called it a donkey butt when I was a kid. So I guess donkeys can be good. Anyways, people buy donkeys. It's doing something like this, although it's really more like a descending, broadening wedge. I know what a donkey punch is. That's not cool. Right there. But Bondly is finding support here. It's what you want to see. It's all above that line, but I like it there. And you want to see it break that. Again, these are all sort of consolidating because of this correction. So you get it here and head up. Bondly. Kind of sounds like a kind of glue, right? Kind of glue. I used my Bondly today. Got my fingers glued together trying to use that Bondly. I don't know. It's not exactly how I would normally draw a range, but it is one. And you're bouncing right off the EQ. Look at all that support at the EQ. Rejection, support, rejection, support, rejection, support, rejection, support, rejection, support, rejection. This is Nervos, by the way, CKB. Yeah, you know me. So this is an entry, but your only target is to there if you're entering here. So this is at like, I don't know, 1751. You can play it up to 2427. That's a pretty good move. It's like 50, almost 50, 40, 46, 47%. It's cool. Make a little money. But like when you see something that is this, oh my God, look at these lines. So bad. It's so epically wrecked. You want to wait till it stops ranging and catch. See, there's a fake out. That's why you don't buy the breakout. But you want like a candle close here and then to catch this as support. And then you just move. You're done. That's the bottom. You hold that for 27.9 years. Yeah, in crypto, you probably hold it for like 27 days and it goes up 400% or something. But yeah, I would personally wait for this to stop ranging, get above this, and head up. So don't get too nervous about it. It'll be fine. It's a pun. I dare say that I find myself punny. Every time someone wants to look at FET and I still have no idea what the chart is really saying. It's choppy. Oh, chop. Chopperooty. But it went up. Went up. It's ranging also. Like you can't really draw any sort of discernible pattern here. These are going up. These are going down. You end up like kind of a bullhorn. I would say that you started nah, that's not what I wanted to do. Not what I want to do. Right here is your resistance. Vive la resistance. And support. EQ is right at that line, right? I don't like that line. That line's stupid. It's not really that stupid, actually, because that's good high right there. But I think cleans it up to look at it like this. See them rejections? Right? This is you asking out the captain of the cheerleaders. Completely rejected. Coming right down. Yeah. So this is all great movement off this support. Yeah, we draw this. Okay, you either buy the range break or this break of this line. Head back up. Have fun staying rich with your artificial intelligence. I'm telling you, man, I interviewed Humayun Sheikh, the founder of FET, and told me I'm in the Matrix. Galaxy, Mike Novogratz, pretty rich guy. Probably had a good idea when he said, hey, I'm going to start a crypto fund. Look at how little trading there was there. I mean, this is just bullish. Low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low. It's never made a lower low. All higher lows, higher highs. This has never broken structure. Should have bought some of this. And you're above support here. Consolidating here. Play it when it breaks that. If you're a real safe trader, like I said, like 3 condoms. Above this line, price discovery. Look, every time this thing is topped out, it's dropped like it is now, and then gone back into price discovery. You do it till it doesn't work, right? No reason right now to believe it won't happen again. So if you get above 20 bucks, put on your visor and head on up to the moon. I need a drink. I'm just kidding. I was muted. All right. What MAs do I use? Those are the 50 and the 200 that I use, but only because it seemed like that's what everyone was using for a long time. I really like EMAs. Guys, I don't know if you know this, but RedKit1995, please need 100 TL for Pepper Ray. I will pay bill 11293272272. All right, pepper. I gotta get my pepper. What am I doing? Ugh. Allergies, man. 'Tis the season. Hot, just doing hot things, man. I mean, we were in hot down here. I exited long ago here or something. I don't know. Got kicked off Binance. I was like, dropped it like it was hot. And now you're back up against, shit, that's the all-time high. It's amazing what it looks like when you compare it to dollars and not to Bitcoin. So this, like everything else, anything above this line is up here is price discovery. So you either bought that support, that was the all-time high, or you wait till a break of this and go up. This is so easy. Why is trading so easy? Charting so easy. Well, here's my favorite stock. It's LKYSF. LKYSF. Lake Yolo, San Francisco. Let me know you suck face. Come on, guys. Throw me. I'm not even looking at your comments, but throw out your best LKYSF acronyms. Sounds like a band. Yeah, I know. I would love to chart AKT. I'm not going on like BitMax. I don't know. This is where you should be posting comments as a Wolf Den member. This is open to everyone. The requests are restricted to Wolf Den members, but there are no special commenting areas. I don't even know if that would work or if that's the thing. Okay, Numinous Wellness. How do you get from Numinous Wellness Incorporated to LKYSF? Seems dumb. So like, how about NWI? Just throwing out creative names. Who is the ad wizard that came up with, we're going to sell all shelf parts, but apart by making our ticker LKYSF. Everyone's just going to talk. It's like a Rakuten commercial. If you can pronounce it right, you get a free stock. LKYSF. That's wrong. It's LKYSF. Anywho, get rid of that. Look at that 200 MA. That is the dumbest thing I've seen in a while. Guess we'll call that a golden cross there. LKYSF. Lick yourself. It's called lick yourself. Obviously. Lick yourself. Well, this is like, honestly, to be real, this looks like eGold looked before it mooned. Rounding bottom and just straight up. So if it gets back above here, it is rain dance, ice drops, buckets should be flying. But yeah, I would want to break above this purple line first. Purple lines. Something like right now. You probably have a resistance right here too. Why? I don't know what this thing is. It's ranging up here. Now, let me see. That's better. It's kind of better. Honest. That's more honest appraisal. So that looks like it's ready to go up. But you can also, drop. What did I do? What did I do? I don't know what I did. But you can also draw that one. Up to you, man. Draw your lines. Have at it. Looks like a protractor. LKYSF. A lot of hard charts today, man. Nothing is like super sighting. That's still valid, but I'm going to just erase all that. It's cool, but really you just got to get above this line. Yet again, sometimes you got to get it up higher. This is what you want. That price discovery. All right. Don't want a double top. Would not be a double top unless it broke down here. So let's do this. Why? My vision dreams of the past. It's really what I'm seeing here. Right? So yes, if it double topped, it would have to break this, which would also be a break of the range lows. Kind of same thing. It's not a double top for now. I like it above the EQ here, bouncing off the 50. That's held as support this whole time. But really, you want to get above this line. Otherwise, you risk running into this and heading to the range lows again. Allergies are crushing me. Taking nasal steroids now. MATIC. Polygon. I put this in the newsletter today. So we had all these trades. Now, rejection, 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 rejection. I want to see this candle finally close above here. If this closes above here, I'm looking for a retest of this previous high over here, this swing high as support, and then move up. But like all these wicks are make it really hard to trade. So I don't want to buy a breakout and be one of these and end up down here, right? So you want a clean break above, retest as support, move up. Super simple. Boop, boop, boop. That's what you're looking for. If it closes down here, you're looking to buy it here. If it closes below again, it should come down, retest. Pretty simple. Pretty simple, I think. Come back to the comments over here. Bitcoin dropping again? Kinda. It's ranging. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. It's fine. Drops a little, goes up a little, trying to make up its, no, I did not. How many people didn't talk about eGold? And I'm not going to today because it wasn't on the list. LKYSF, letting know you're straight booked. Limited Killing Wolf Scott Fund. All right. All right. Honestly, I think the ones I came up with just immediately off the top of my head were better. Well, it's just my opinion. You don't need to honor it. Nio. Didn't I just have that line? And I moved it. Now I'll put it like here. Something like that. I don't know. Clearly, though, we dropped away. There was all this consolidation dropped away. It's kind of a BART. So you want to be back above that area. Ultimately, at this point, you look like you have a higher low here if it confirms, but you want to go into price discovery. Why does every chart look the same? Oh, because they print trillions of dollars and stocks only go up. Oh my God, Bitcoin's below 49,000. We're dead again. Don't worry about that. Not worried about Bitcoin. It could go down. Buy more. Buy more. Buy it. I bought some today at 49,500. Bought some 2 days ago at 51,000. Bought some yesterday at 46,000. I like buying Bitcoin. It's fun. Not worried about it. It's not a trade. I'm not trading it with leverage. I'm going to hold it. I think Bitcoin will be 6 figures one day. Don't care when that is. I'm going to make that money if it does. If not, welcome to the community. In it for the tech. Skirt, skirt. Secret network. Looks like it is bullishly consolidating aggressively up here for a new high. I don't count this. This doesn't count. Not a thing. Count this, though. Do count this. Wasn't this ENG, Enigma, that got like delisted, and then they said, we're not ENG, we're skirt, skirt. We got secrets in our network. And yeah, I mean, that's nice. As long as you're above that, that's pretty sweet. Finding perfect support 1, 2, 3, 4 times. You do not want to lose 70, 100 here, but dang, it's easy to cut it if you do. Hasn't even wicked below. Strong support, but it's getting weaker each time. Yeah, I would buy it on the break of that. Pretty simple. And if it does drop, I would look for really strong support here. Because before that candle, there has to be people that were looking to buy and got left behind. And if you're drilling in super close, then your resistance is right here. Easy. Skirt, skirt. You want it to hold this line, break that line. Sticks. Don't worry, Arigato, Mr. Roboto. It's actually called block stacks. Sticks. The band was STYX. I had pivots on this chart. We pulled them up. It's interesting. Held right at the pivot like we were talking about and blasted off. It's now broken out of the range with strength. If you do get a drop, you want to buy the range high. Pew, 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 pew. Here's your ultimate, not your final, but this kind of your final boss. Resistance. Right there. Hey, have you guys been watching my new videos that I've been putting out almost every day? Short, like 5-6 minute videos. Nobody wants to watch me for this long, I figured. Make some videos. You want like that, even though it looks crazy to drop that far. It was there like today. Otherwise, you know, if you're a pivot trader, if you close above that one, this is your support. If it closes anywhere in here, this is your support. Right now, this is your resistance. Pivots are mathematically calculated based on opens and closes, so they're not arbitrary. It's just an indicator, you know. You just look it up. Oh, those are my favorites, but you know, look it up. Like pivots. Just go in here, type in pivot, pivot point standard. See, it has all kinds of pivots. Pivots, they're cool. Used to use them all the time. My mentor Chris loves them because, like I said, they're not arbitrary. It's not some line you're drawing. It's just where the pivots are. It's just math. But yeah, you know, this is far gone. hard to find entry on this now because you could draw lines all over here, even here, kind of like that. Resistance, support, kind of, I don't know. I want this at this range high. I want this to come back down here over a few days and then blast off. That's what I'd be looking for. Unique. Stupid place to draw that. Yeah, it's good though, I know. That had an alarm on it. Let's get rid of that. I mean, this clearly just broke out on strength, right? That's what you were looking for, but you do not. This is a key swing high. Yes, it got above, but 1, 2, 3, 4 closes above. So even though, listen, you would have lost money here doing exactly what I'm about to tell you. So careful, but it's like that. Could have bought these retests. Otherwise, if you're trading it super locally, buy it kind of in here. These charts are tough, guys. It's really, be serious for a minute. We're in the middle of a correction. Nobody knows if the correction's over, if it's going up, and charts get really dirty during corrections. It's very hard. You have to kind of like generally, like I haven't been posting that many charts. I haven't been taking many trades. You just want to wait till the dust settles to consider trading. Sidelines, not trading is a trade. Sitting on them hands. Oh no, gotta sneeze. I can't do it now. There's too much pressure. I can't do it. How you get a mentor? This guy, Chris Inc., Texas West Capital. I joined his paid group in 2017. I paid, and then I bothered him to start a Discord group and put together a course. And I was like, I'll help you do all that stuff if you teach me. He did. I stalked him. What's a good way to learn technical analysis? Join his group, mentor, Chris, Texas West Capital, Discord. It's in my description. That's where you will learn technical analysis. You guys like the short videos. That's cool. Right. Yeah. I smile. It's fucked up, man. I smile all the time. In times like this where you manage risk, how do you sit on your hands? Well, you have a stop loss if it's on a trade. So there's nothing to really do there. Otherwise, I'm just an investor, bro. I'm just waiting. UTK, Utrust. I trust, we trust, you trust, we all trust. I love Utrust. I just don't love these wicks. I don't know, man. Something like that. It's weird. You can draw it so many ways. Like that, probably more honest. It's just a weird chart. It's so weird. It's just weird on Huobi. You know what? I'm going to try something. This is on Binance. Oh, so much better. Come down here, change my color theme. Scott Gray. 50 Shades of Scott Gray. Still a lot of wicks, dude. I don't know, man. But that's your level. That's it. Couldn't break above it. Want to break above it. If you can break above it, chart will look great. Something through here. Like sometimes, since I say lines are just areas, here's your area. Right? All this price action, rejected. All this price action, rejections, and now it's become support. That's it. So it looks pretty good here. I think it's heading back up. If I'm wrong, I have a stop loss and I lose not lots of money. But this is, the one thing I don't like if I was looking at this, if I was drawing it objectively, is that. Really, honestly, to be really, really real. I mean, it's just weird. Charts are weird right now, man. It's breaking back above the 50. I'm not too worried about that because it's just really not a clear support. I like it above this area. think it'll head up. Ultimately, you want to close a candle above here because it couldn't all these times. And if you want to be really technical about it, you pull it here because that's the swing high, even though it connects there. It's higher than the price by quite a bit. But if it gets there, you have confirmation here. Up. UTK. I cannot. Every time I see UTK also, I just think of UGK. Rap group. Big Pimpin'. National Players Anthem. Same chart. That's the same chart. ZIL-USD looks good. Like I said, it was kind of rounding out last time, zoomed. Not even a cup and handle, it just skipped the handle. But now you dropped, but you're holding these two supports both. Anything above 99.80 looks good. You obviously have resistance now at the new highs. This is price discovery though. Above that's price discovery again, and you were in price discovery here. No reason to believe that this will go further down. If it does continue to drop, I would look for it somewhere in here. Because that's the last down candle before this big move up. Demand, people's orders are left over. ZIL. Yeah, I would buy it above that. Or if you caught these knives, decent entries, but you don't want to close candles down below these levels, really. So maybe you catch a wick into there like that almost happened. Bitcoin. I don't know, man. Got rejected at the 50% retracement. That's what happens. If you guys follow me, you have a big dump, you generally get at least a 50% retrace. Doesn't even mean it's bullish yet, just kind of a reaction. So I want to see it kind of above 51,600. That's not a, like you could draw it here. I don't know. It's not really exactly a bull flag, but it's clearly bullish consolidation after this move up. And it keeps struggling around this line, but this is a double bottom. And it was confirmed with the break above. This swing high in between. Yeah, it's struggling at that line, but theoretically, this should be the target based on that depth. 54,400-ish. Cool, I'm coming back over here. Solo layout. What's happening, people? Trading with amusement. That's the only way to trade. If you take it too seriously, you get stressed. You get wrecked. Right? Scott, on bull divs, how long before they come invalidated? For example, we'd say there was a bear div on the daily on Bitcoin, and is the 4 hour different? It's based on that specific time frame. For me, I view a bull div invalidated when I see a hidden bear div or a bear div afterwards. Right? So here, let's go. And I'm gonna school you a little lesson here. I don't know why there's two lines there. That is stupid. So, I'm always looking for that bull div. I drew it in advance. It happened. So what I was looking for here is to make sure that this here did not close above this. It didn't. If this had closed slightly higher, we would have had a hidden bear div there, which to me cancels that bull div. So to me, this bull div is still totally valid. Signal that we should be going up. I mean, once you're getting up here towards overbought, obviously. I mean, but yeah, we could have seen the full power of that bull div. I mean, it took it from 45,000 all the way up to it was more than this because this is based on candles 51. I mean, it was a big move. Easy peasy play there on the bounce. But yeah, and there's a bear div right up there. No mysteries that we went down, I suppose. Here's another one. This is actually bigger one. Wow. Put your arrows backwards. Right? See? Bear divs at the top, bull divs at the bottom. Wait till RSI makes the trip. I still think we're going up. I don't know. Could drop. I don't know. Could drop. Could drop. There's all kinds of crap on this chart. Could certainly come down here. 41,000. It's major support. That was the previous highs. Before we got rejected, 42,000 was the high. So nobody would be surprised if that got retested. It's fine. It's fine. We're not in a bear market. Shut up. Shut up. Bull market, shut up. Nobody wants to hear it. I hope I was actually sharing my chart there when I did that. I have a tendency once I stop sharing my screen. Oh yeah, you guys totally saw that. That's great. It's great. Did it right. Now I don't know how to take your comment off. Free Pimp C. I think you mean Rip Pimp C because he did. He's not with us. Yeah, the bear div doesn't bother me. It was over a really, really long period. And people talk about the weekly bear div. Yeah, it's a thing. Who cares? It's a weekly. Call me in 3 months when it decides to play out. Doesn't worry about that. What do you think about buying new crypto coins? I think it's great. Don't get wrecked. Look yourself. WTF. Coco's BCX next. What's the BCX? Dash Niner. Huge cup full of black stuff. That's called coffee. It's iced coffee. Oil, that is. Black gold. Texas tea. Can anybody tell me what that's from? Oil, that is. Black gold. Texas tea. I have not drawn any dicks on Wix. Dicks on Wix. Be a good name for a show. I might rename my live streams Dicks on Wix. Just going back through comments, there's a lot of them. When trading, how do you figure out your stop loss? I personally use support and resistance. So I find a line. I kind of guesstimate an area where I think a wick might come through and stop me out. I put it below that, and then I back calculate my position size based on the size of my portfolio. You guys probably don't do that. That's why people get wrecked. They decide how much they want to bet first. That's not what you do. You figure out where your stop loss is, and then you decide on your position size based on how much you will lose if your stop loss hits. That's the way that you do not get wrecked. You better check yourself before you wrecked yourself. Chickadee, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Because big D's in your mouth is bad for your health. That's Ice Cube. That's not me. Not me. There will be blood. Maybe. Take my, put it in your milkshake. And I drink your milkshake. It's a great movie. Beverly Hillbillies. Okay, we got some people. Lord of the Rings. Black gold, Texas tea. That my country accent. Lord of the Rings. Okay, we got a lot of people that got Beverly Hillbillies. I'm glad. This is me playing the spoons. Playing the spoons. Hey, Wolf, what do you do if you are a normal small business owner that wants to allocate some of its cash to crypto? No CPA around town that knows shit about crypto things. I don't know. I assume, honestly, I don't know. It depends on what country you're in, but I assume you just kind of buy it. You buy it with the company's money. You report the cost basis, and you have taxable transaction when you sell. Jethro and Ellie Mae. You do not. Here we are, guys. 3 o'clock. Time to go. Lovely lady. I don't even know what that song was. I wrote it for you guys. I would like to thank you for being here. We'll do this again. BitBoy Crypto is better than me. He has 600,000 subscribers, and he doesn't charge a penny. I didn't realize, Eric Ohanu, that you paid to be here. I was under the impression that this was free. Was also under the impression that we don't judge people based on the size of their following. I would hate for people to judge you by your size. 1 inch exchange, your favorite thing.